This is the Dak Prescott we need to see. That Dak Prescott we saw last night. Was he perfect? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He was not. He was not. He was not. But I must say, because when Michael Irvin appeared on What the Football with Susie and Amy last week and was talking about, is he going to be the Patrick Mahomes or anything like that? The answer is no. And I said the interpretation of that is that the Dak that we saw first coming into the league, two-way threat Dak, was not going to be walking through that door anymore.
Yeah.
The two-way threat Dak with his arm and buying time out of the pocket with his legs, and then sometimes taking off with his legs, and sometimes being the red zone threat with his legs, his own self. That guy was not walking through that door. And who walked through the SoFi Stadium door last night? That guy. That guy walked through that door, and credit to, yes, I'll say it, to Mike McCarthy, even though at one point Troy Aikman couldn't find the words to say a complimentary word about the offense and the play calling, to the point where Joe Buck accused him of tapping out in the middle of his commentary.
Troy was just like,
because he did. He's just like, I don't know. I don't know. You got a 12-yard curl route if you just want to take the first down. Instead, you make it to, I don't know. Like, sounded like one of those Cowboy fans in the Metroplex, or sitting at home despite having his team play in his hometown currently of Los Angeles, like T.J. Jefferson.
Help me, I'm poor.
Okay. You know what? I'll say this. That Dak Prescott keeps showing up. I like the Cowboys' chances to go deep into January. Question is,
come on,
how? Because they've got the defensive horses to call game when they want it, like a sack from Micah Parsons and a pick from Stephon Gilmore.
As Joe was saying, or Troy was like, they need a sack. Here comes
there
Micah.
it is. And like,
he literally was like, we haven't said Micah Parsons' name
and then
all
boom,
day.
And then right up the gut. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Like, wow.
You know, obviously Van Der Esch is out right now, but they've got the horses. They can pull it off. And the Dak, again, that I said wasn't maybe going to be walking through that door, walks through that door. I looked it up because I'm a professional, and I'm also jet lagged.
Couldn't sleep, huh?
I looked it up. When Dak first came into this league, his first year in 2016, when Romo's back was out, and he took things over and basically sent Romo to be Nance's partner. 4 times in 2016, 4 times in 2017, 5 times in 2018. He ran one in and threw for at least one. Uh-huh. Then in 2019, he had 2, and then we all know what happened after that. Got hurt. 2020, he got hurt. Again, just had one of those games. Only one of those games in 21, only one of those games in 22. This was his first such game in 23. They're too few and far between. This is the guy who can put the team on his back, his shoulder, and his legs. If he can do it. And last night he did it. It's the first time he's done it on the road since 2018. That's the last time he did it on the road, week 10 of 2018 at Philadelphia. Every other time was in front of the home fans at the Jones Mahal. Last night was his first rushing touchdown, passing touchdown performance on the road, and he does it against the Chargers team coming off a bye, fully rested, and he does it on the road after they got smoke showed on the road in San Francisco, leaving them on the side of the road in the NFC, only to sit at home and watch San Francisco lose in Cleveland and Philadelphia lose in New York, and then go out there last night against a team coming off of a bye with a red-hot quarterback and Justin Herbert, despite a broken middle finger on his non-throwing hand, and Austin Eckler coming back, and Keenan Allen being one of the best receivers in the game today. And they having Khalil Mack coming off of a 6-sack game, coming up with a sack early on in this game, and Joey Bosa and Derwin James. And this is the team the Cowboys beat last night. Must-win game? You betcha. This was Dak after the contest last night saying exactly that in a slightly profane, unlike Dak manner.
You said it was a big win. Was this a must-win, though?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was a must-win.
Why? I mean, it's early in the season.
Early in the season, but 3-3, 4-2 or 3-3, it's a huge difference. Yeah, it just is. I mean, yeah, like I get exactly what you're saying. It's early in the season. I've been in the 3-5 season that we turned it around and went on a win streak and won the division. So I get what you're saying, but 4-2, second road win of the year against a great team, against a great offense, great defense. Going into the bye week, yeah, I mean, we talked about after last week not allowing this thing to landslide, and obviously I think a win like this allows you to really close that book. Obviously, we closed that book throughout this week, preparing for this game, moving on, not just talking about it, but being about it, practicing that right way, preparing the right way to do that. But when you get this win like we did, you definitely can move on. Now we'll move forward from this one. Go watch it, get better, critique it hard, see how we can get better from this game, even on a win, and then, as I said, enjoy the bye week. Get healthy, enjoy the bye week, and then stack after that.
Stack meaning stack wins. That's what he means. Stack wins is what he means. And with this win, they go on the bye week at 4-2, and during the bye week, they'll sit down on a Sunday night, turn on NBC, and watch Philadelphia host Miami. Look out. And so if Philadelphia loses that one, Dallas comes off their bye with a home game against the Rams, while Philadelphia has a visit to Washington. And then Dallas visits Philadelphia. What a huge setup. That's all set up because they won last night. They have a path to having a first place perch in this division after 9 weeks, with a game at home against New York and then at Carolina after that. The Cowboys are set to make a nice run if they can stack, to use the phrase. CeeDee Lamb, they threw to him like he's the number one receiver. How about them apples? Brandon Cooks exists. How about Dak with the big play of the night, seemingly sacked, runs to his right, throws back over the middle to his left. Tony Pollard makes a play 60 yards later. This is the Dak I'm talking about. 4th and short. Pull it, run it in yourself. Dallas had to have it. They got it. Good for them. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.